Okay, welcome back. On activity 12.1, we are working with proper nouns in part 1. So, part 1, we're going to make corrections to these proper nouns by doing capitalization and punctuation if needed. So, Mr. Halter is a proper noun, and we're going to start out by putting a capital M, R, and we'll put our abbreviation, our period, and capital H, A, L, T, R, Mr. Halter. Then we have Miss Burks, and we know Miss Burks is not married. So we got a capital M, S, S, no period, because it's not abbreviated. Capital B. You remember Miss Burks from our earlier example? Good job if you remembered. Then we have Miss Parker. Miss Parker could be married or not married, but we still put a capital M, put a S, we still put our abbreviation, the period, and then we capitalize the P in Parker. We have Mrs. Benz. Mrs. Benz is married. We put a capital M, R, S, the period, capital B, I, N, S. We have Miss Jax. Miss Jax is not married. Oh, that's kind of light. Let's lose some darker. Try green. Capital M, I, S, and no period because it's not abbreviated. Capital J, A, C, K, S, Jax. Mr. Hunter. Mr. Hunter could be married or not because Mr. stands for both. So capital MR, we do put abbreviation because Mr. MR is abbreviation for Mr. And we put Hunt, capital HUNT. Mrs. Tripp. Mrs. Tripp is married. Put a capital M. RS for married. Mrs. And then we put a capital T. RIPP. And our last person is Miss Sims. So Miss Sims, we don't know if she's married or not. Put a capital M, S, put our abbreviation, the period, and the capital SIMS. All right, so check your work. If this is the work you completed, great job. Part 2, we have a girl. Just the name of any girl. Let's use Rose again. Let's try Emily. Then we want the name of a street. Let's say the name of our school street name is Reddix Lane. How about the name of a teacher? This time let's try Mrs. Belton. The name of a state. What state do you live in? Louisiana. Texas is also a state. A day. So we want a proper noun. So it can't be just yesterday. Yesterday would be a day, but it's not a proper noun. This has to be something we can capitalize. So today is Thursday, and I will capitalize the T in Thursday, the day of the week. And the name of a boy. Let's go with Tom. Okay, if you completed those, great job. Now, you did have some work on the back of the page. So let's look at the back of that page. I'm going to move the page, erase that. So it says, do you have to correct these sentences? Do you know if Bill sold the truck to Mr. Sold the truck to Mr. Tucker last Sunday? So we got to make some corrections on here. Let's see. So I'm going to type it in instead of writing it. Of course, you're writing. So I capitalize the D because and do because it's the beginning of the sentence. Do you know if Bill? Okay, Bill is the name of a person. So I have to capitalize it because it's a proper noun. Sold is a verb. That's what he did. The owed Old is an adjective. It's describing what? A truck. A truck, which is a noun. Do I capitalize truck? No, because it's not the name of the truck, but it's a noun. 2, Mr. Okay, Mr. I know it's capitalized. R, and I put in my abbreviation. Tucker is his last name. Last, and then I know Sunday is a day of the week, which is always capitalized, proper name. Now, put a period at the end of my sentence. Oh, do I? Say, do you know? So it's asking me a question. So I don't put a period, I put a question mark. Let's go to our next sentence. Mrs. Fine. So Mrs. Fine is at the beginning of the sentence and it's a name. So I capitalize it, put my period for my abbreviation, space, capital F-I-N-E for fine. Tripped. Ooh, she got to be careful. So tripped is an action verb. On the curb. Curb is a noun. That's a thing, but I don't capitalize it because it's not a proper noun. Thursday. Thursday is a day of the week, so I capitalize it. Proper noun. At Miss. I know Miss is a abbreviation for a title, but it does not get a period. Smith's. I mean, it's a title. It's not abbreviation. It's the title's name with no period. Smith is our last name, so I need a capital. Ooh, look at that. That's an apostrophe S. Apostrophe S means something belongs to Mrs. Smith. So what belongs to Mrs. Smith? The house. The house, which is a noun. And I put a period at the end. Right? So check your work, see how you did, and great job.